to my YouTube channel, and don't I look adorable in this little shower cap? If you are new around here, my name is Lesleyanne and welcome to my new weekend vlog. So I have this on my hair because underneath here I have a hair colour on, so I'm going to leave it on there for 30 minutes. So whilst it's on, I thought I'd sit, start my new weekend vlog, clean my face and pop on a face mask. Then when that's finished, I can then go get in the shower and finish my hair off. So I'm going to use these. These are the tea tree cleansing pads, and so overall I don't use these. I actually find them quite drying. However, they are really good at cleaning. Now you've probably noticed I've got some little marks, they look like spots, but they're not actually spots, but I've got a few, about 4 here. What it is, now you know what it's like, girls, when you get to a certain age and you start to get your nanny McPhee's, right? You know those hairs that you feel it one day and you look in the mirror and it's out here the next day? You could almost plait them, couldn't you? You know, they grow so quickly. Wow. I had my nannies, my normal nannies came back. My eyesight is so bad now, even with my glasses on, to see anything up close, even with a magnified mirror, I'm struggling to see these flipping hairs because, of course, they're white. They're not black anymore, they're white, so they're difficult to see. So I'm kind of feeling my way more than anything. And then I get my tweezers and I go to pluck them and I break them off. So I'm not pulling them out at the root, they're breaking off. And then what's happening is the skin's growing over. So if you like, they are like an ingrown hair now, but I can feel when I touch them, I sort of can feel the very tip of the hair coming through because it's so blunt where it just broke off. So I thought I'm going to go over my face with this stuff because I just want to give it a good old sort of like an astringent clean. Really want to clean those out and try and get the skin off the top so that hopefully those hairs can start to come through properly and I can yank them out. Right, so I'm just going to go over my forehead and the rest of my face with just this one. I'm not going to take this one over this bit here. You always feel so clean when you use something like this because they smell. These pads smell amazing, but they are quite drying, but I think that's the nature of the beast, isn't it, with the tea tree sort of cleansing pad. I think really they're more for like an oily skin, a spotty prone skin. Okay, so now I'm just going to get this mask on. This is an Avon one. It's the Anu range and it's the gold coloured peel off mask. So it's the Anu Ultimate. That's what it looks like. I have had this for months, honestly, months. You really don't need to use a lot of it. Now, unlike some of the peel off masks that I've used in the past, look at that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gold colour. Yeah, unlike some of the peel off masks that I've used in the past that get all caught up in your hair and oh my gosh, it's like torture trying to get it off. This isn't like that. It just comes off really beautifully. So, and it was a little bit more than I normally would pay for a peel off mask. But having said that, it's not like I've just bought one sachet that's done once. In my own opinion, it peels, as I say, it peels off so beautifully that, you know, there's no torture involved. I've had some, believe me, that I've been like dreading every little tag, Every little tug has been agony. Yeah, and then I would pay, I don't know, maybe say £1, 1.50, sometimes £2 maybe for a nice peel off mask. But this one was actually £8 from Avon. But let me tell you, worth every penny. Every penny. It's so nice. And as I say, I can't even remember how many applications I've actually had out of this. I've had so many. But I just thought I am well need dye in my hair, which I wasn't going to do. I was going to embrace the grey. But my hair, wow, the natural colour coming through, it's not so much even grey, it's like white, which is lovely. Don't get me wrong, I think it's a really nice colour. But the contrast between the ends of my hair and the root was so different. And I think I've noticed it especially because of sitting in the garden in the sun, and the sun comes beaming down on you, and it kind of beams right through every hair follicle, and my hair just is glistening. Now, if it was all over, that would look lovely. There's a lot to be said about just going to your natural colour, and I will do one day. I thought now might have been the time, but actually it's literally been looking back at photographs, not even so much videos, but photographs, that I've really noticed it, and it made me feel like Mrs. Bridges. Do you know who Mrs. Bridges is? If you're in the UK, do you remember, or maybe in America anyway, you may have watched very old TV series, Upstairs, Downstairs, and downstairs the cook was Mrs. Bridges, and when I've got my hair up, I just felt like I looked like her. I'll insert a picture of Mrs. Bridges around about here somewhere, just so that you can, I mean, I know I don't really look like her, but it made me feel as though I did. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to leave that now. I'll leave that to completely dry. There's still an absolute ton of this left in here. So I'll come back when this is dry, peel it off, then I'm going to go and finish my hair. So I'll see you once this is dry. That's what I'm trying to say. Right, see you in a minute. Right, I think it's all dry now, feels it. So I'm going to just start to peel it away. If I can grab hold of it. There we go. That noise, the ripping noise is so, so bizarrely satisfying. I love it. But you can see it's just not at all painful to take off. A little bit on my hair.
It comes so easily.
Takes off all those yucky dead skin cells as well. Love it. Skin always feels so smooth and clean afterwards. I mean, some of the other ones I've had that have really been like torture to take off, oh my goodness, my skin's been so dry. But this one, I really like it. As I say, I know it was £8, which was, I don't know how much it is now, because I don't know if it's like there's an offer on, or I can't remember if I got it on offer. I may have done. But I definitely would buy it again. Oh, I love that sound. It just reminds you of when, you know, I know it's a really bad thing to say, but when I was a kid, there was no such thing as us being given sun protection. we always told her, here goes a bottle of olive oil and vinegar, mix it together, whack it on, that'll give you a nice suntan. Consequently, frazzled, burnt, peeled, and this is exactly what it used to sound like and look like, actually. And dream of doing that, would you, to your children? Not in these days, would you? But it's, you know, it's what they did back then. Right, that was my alarm going to tell me that my time's up for my hair dye to come off. So that was jolly good timing, wasn't it? Right, so there we go. A little bit stuck into my eyebrows there, but I mean, that's all just going to come off in a minute when I jump in the shower. But absolutely painless, as you can tell you this. The other day we were just in the kitchen, in the dining room, and I just noticed this bumblebee sort of wafting down, and it landed on my clean washing, and it didn't look right. I said to Chris, look at that bumblebee, you know, can you see if you can not get it, but check on it. I didn't want it to fall to the ground, because then I knew the dogs may try and play with it, then they'd get stung and all the rest of it. But it just looked really, really lethargic. So I managed to get it. So what I did is I got a little teaspoon, put some water and some sugar, some made some sugar water, took it over to it, and sort of put it by the little bee. And it did climb onto the spoon and started to drink. So then I walked it down to the garden where it was sunny. Right, little update for you then. So that has now been up there. There you go, up there. That's where we had some damp. So Chris is dealing with that now. And he's going to go and get some stuff for that today. So he's gone to the car now. He's getting some dust sheets out of the car that he's got to pop over the furniture. And then my little Oscar baby boy. Oh, where's my Oscar? He's a little chicky Oscar. Isn't my baby? Hello, my darling boy. He's a little old man, 17. Yes, he's a beautiful boy. So now here's a little bit chaotic as well, as you can see. Bit of crafting stuff I've just done, won't show you that yet. So I've just rearranged my dresser, so I think that looks a lot better. So I've just put I've got a thing about decanters, absolutely love them. Love a decanter. They don't have to be filled, I just love a decanter. So I've just rearranged all of this, so I think that looks nice. Went into the garage, and obviously before when I don't know, we must have been entertaining or whatever, and I just needed a load of dishes out, so I had to take a load of dishes from the kitchen and put them in the garage. Anyway, found them again today. So I've got my really old mix and bowl there. So I just popped my plant in it, and I've got a lovely, this we got from Gozo, so this is going to go back onto the fireplace where it used to be at one stage, and you just put like tea lights in it. So that is going to go back there. And this was all handmade, so there you can see when we went to Gozo, it's really lovely. Yeah, as I say, all handmade, so that's going to go back onto the fireplace. And then this was also handmade in Santorini. Santorini, we bought this back along with some other bits, and this was all handmade as well. I'll show you the right side. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Look at that, absolutely stunning. So I'm going to pop that onto my island. Right, up there on the shelf there's a pomegranate, same sort of design as the bowl that we got in Santorini, exactly the same, but smaller. I'll show you. Don't want to make you dizzy, but there's the smaller one there. So they're like either side of the flower, so if you stand back you can actually see both of them. But in Santorini, well, probably Greece, but definitely Santorini anyway, pomegranates are a sign of good luck, and so they celebrate if you're having a wedding, birth of a baby, Christmas, that type of thing, New Year, and they smash pomegranate onto the floor, onto the ground, to symbolise good luck. So yeah, just a couple of updates on the dogs. So I'm going to insert a photograph here of Teddy. You know what he can be like? He can be so protective of things, can't he? So anyway, he got a hold of the masking tape today, and he's on the floor with the masking tape in his paws, being protective. So we had to we had to actually give him a treat to get him away from it. Oh. And the other thing is Elsie, bless her, she's got a phantom pregnancy. It's really sad. Under normal circumstances, I would have had her spayed after her last season. However, you have to wait for 3 months after their season for exactly this reason, to see if they're going to have a phantom. And of course, she would have been going into the vets for a checkup to see if they could go ahead with it. And of course, now she has started with a phantom. So she's a little bit all over the place. I think she's confused. She's whining quite a lot. She's gathering up all her toys. She's got 2 particular toys. They're Teletubbies, Lala and Poe. Actually, Lala's is hers and Poe belongs to Teddy. But she's gathering them up everywhere and carrying them around. She's not eating. Well, she is eating, but she's lost her appetite. She's not eating as much. And she's producing milk. Yeah, and she's like running around with the babies, with her toys, and trying to get into small spaces. So I've sort of taken some advice on it and sort of Googled it all and everything. So it's been about a week now, and she is a lot better. I think she's coming out of it now. Yeah, I'll keep you updated on that one. So I'm going to be speaking to, I have been emailing the vet and messaging, but I'm going to give them a call in a minute just to find out, you know, what they're doing, because obviously they're only still, I think they're still doing just emergencies only, and it clearly isn't an emergency. So I don't know if they will be able to do something and then spay her after this, because apparently if your dog has a phantom, the chances are they have a phantom every time after every season, and those phantoms apparently get worse. So I don't want to do that to her. So I need to find out if, you know, as and when they're going to be able to spay her now. So I'll keep you updated. Yeah, hi my love. So I just got out of the shower. It is about probably 6:30. I've had a nice early shower today. Look at my, can you see how my shoulder's looking really, what's the word when it's, I want to say withered, but I don't think that's the right word. But this one, you know, I can still move my shoulder, but it's not, it's a funny old shape now. I thought I'd just pop on because I'm going to end my vlog here. But I'm just going to update you. Oh, let me just say, this is going to be the first time I've used this. So it's the Nivea Micellar Skin Breathe Micellar Rose Water with Oil. So it's infused with the oil, and you just shake it to obviously infuse it. Haven't used this one before, so here goes. Just put some onto some cotton pads. But yeah, I thought I'd just update you before I end the vlog, to just let you know how Elsie's doing. So I spoke to the vet yesterday again. We had to pick up medication for her to dry her milk up. Long and the short, I'll just do a little bit of a recap. There that Elsie's going through a phantom pregnancy right now. Oh, it's so sad, honestly. This stuff, by the way, is amazing. Look, takes off waterproof makeup. Look at that, my mascara. Wow. Sorry, digress. I'm always doing that. Yeah, so what happened, it was about a week or so ago, and she started to just behave a little bit differently. She wasn't like eating properly, right off of her food, quite confused, running around, looking for the smallest of places to go. And she was like taking her 2 favourite toys, carrying them around with her all the time. They happen to be Teletubbies. So, well, actually, Lala's hers, Poe belongs to Teddy, but right now she's like just loving both of them. Getting a little bit growly with the other two if they get near her or her babies. She's kind of over alert, looking all the time, looking up at the window. Is anyone going to come in, you know, take my baby? So she's like on the defense all the time, on the defensive all the time. So anyway, sorry, I spoke to the vet again yesterday. Oh, of course, the other thing is she's got milk as well. So we left it for sort of like a week to see what would happen. But yesterday the vet said that she needs to be put on medication. It's like a hormone medication, so it will dry up her milk. And it will rebalance her hormones. So yeah, we got that medication today, started it today. She has to have her little dose once a day, same time every day, a bit like us if you're taking the pill or something, you know, same time every day. In the hope that in 6 days time everything's kind of more or less back to normal. She said that Elsie won't really notice. It'll just be like a gradual thing. She won't notice that anything's changing, but her behaviour will be the first thing that changes. And then her milk will dry up. Oops, her milk will dry up. But she said don't be alarmed if the milk goes to like a clear liquid, because that's usually what happens first. And then she's gonna, like, you know, give us a call next Wednesday or Thursday of next week just to see how she is, because obviously they're not open to do like the consultations down there yet. Yeah, and then she said that she will need to be obviously spayed, but it's trying to get that window before she starts her next season, because generally you have them spayed 3 months after a season, and then they check them after 3 months to see if this sort of thing's happening. And of course it is with her. And they said once that they've had a phantom pregnancy once, they tend to get it more or less every time they've had a season. Every time it gets worse, and that in turn it could end up being dangerous for her. So yeah, we will get her spayed. And I did say, you know, but you're not like open, you're only sort of doing like emergency operations and that. Yeah, so she said they're doing operations now that they deem as necessary, and she fits into that category that it is a necessary operation. But obviously everything has to be, our hormones have to be back to normal first. So they would leave it probably maybe for 3 weeks. So they'll phone back next week, another 2 weeks, see how things are with her, and then maybe do it. So yeah, I thought I'd just update you on how she's doing. So £77 and 1 penny later. Yeah, let's hope this medication works rather than have to fork out again for another 6 days, right? Then of course paying for the spaying as well. But yeah, whatever they need, they get, right? So yeah, I thought I'd just update you. By the way, this feels amazing, really loving it. Look out for this coming in a shopping haul very soon. And I'm going to end my video here. I'm going to finish putting my face on, dry my hair, and get my night clothes on, settle down for a nice cozy evening. So stay safe, stay inside. If you can't and you have to go out, mask up, hand sanitize, and I'll talk to you all in my next video. Until then, my lovelies, make sure you stay safe, okay? Bye for now. Bye. Bye. Bye.